G'day guys, welcome back to Glenn's Aussie Barbecue. Today we are doing a brisket on the Vinson 500 offset smoker. When I say today, I actually mean tomorrow. We're going to get up at 4 AM and fire this bad boy up. So today we're going to prep the brisket, set our barbecue up, so in the morning we get to split the kettle and get into it. So let's get started. So first of all, we'll set our offset up. Not much to show at this point in time. I will be running a water pan tomorrow. Water pan, grill, brisket at some point. Aussie Gidgee chimney, light it up in the morning. We'll have a cuppa. And of course, iron bark for fuel. I'm ready to go. Oh yeah. Alright, now let's talk brisket. This is an 8 kilo Angus Reserve brisket. I'm not going to go heavy on the trim. I don't like to go too heavy on the trim. Bits and pieces here will take off. And there's a little bit on the side here that's just a little bit thin. So I'm going to slice it off the side. I'll do that right now. That's still a nice chunk of meat, but I'm going to put that aside and we'll use that for dog food because we love our dog and he'll love that in his dinner. Now I'm not taking much of that off at all. I'm going to keep it pretty much the way it is. When you're picking a brisket, try and pick one that's uniformed in shape, in size and thickness. The flat is always the hardest part to get right. So you don't want it too thin, you want it reasonably thick. Okay, oh look at that, this is going to be an epic cook. Favourite rub, douse it heavily. Now I'm just going to let that sit for probably a few minutes. Well, let's just say one scotch. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to do the fat cap side. So now that's adhered a little bit, I'm going to flip that over. Oh, this is a monster. Oh yes, yes. I don't mind saying, I'm pretty bloody excited. All right, so here, I'm not going to take too much off. I say that, but I'll see how it goes as I do it. I just want to take the harder stuff off. Okay, now as you can see, I've gone a little bit close on spots, but that is because I'm drinking. So now we're going to cover that again with your favourite rub. The good thing is after you put this rub on, you can't see that, so it doesn't matter. So now I'm going to leave that out, let that rub adhere to the meat. We're going to wrap it all in Glad wrap somehow, put it in the fridge, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at around 4 AM, 5 AM. We'll see what time I wake up. Well, it's just gone 4 AM. We've got our chimney of Aussie Gidgee there heating up. Once that gets nice and hot, I'm going to tip that in the back, chuck a little bit of iron bark in the front to warm up, and then we'll start the process of feeding the back of the fire and heating up a log at the front. We're going to be running at around 140, 150 Celsius today, anywhere in that range. I've got my baffles in place, water pan underneath, and the brisket is out of the fridge. So we will be back later on. So we're just in the 140 Celsius range. It's just gone 5 o'clock in the morning. Brisket is on as we speak. Fire is burning. Going to monitor this now and we'll check back with a progress report later on. So we are 4.5 hours down on this cook now and this is looking really good. Bark set nicely on pretty much most of the brisket. There's a couple of wet spots there just because the juice isn't getting away, but that's okay. This is not a competition barbecue cook. This is an eating brisket cook, so that doesn't matter. So every now and then I've been giving it a spritz. I have probed a couple of areas here. They're reading 71 Celsius, 160 Fahrenheit. You could wrap it now if you wanted to, but I'm not going to wrap it today at this point anyway. I'm going to let it ride for a little bit longer, another hour or so, and I'll come back and check it. But we are on target. Everything's looking good. I'll come back in an hour. Now we'll just quickly talk about fire management. Little fire at the back there. This has been heating up for around 45 minutes. Pop that on top. That'll pretty much ignite straight away. Heat up the next lot there. I'm just going to let that fire up. Once that fires up and actually ignites, we'll close the lid and keep going. This is 5.5 hours down now, and I've got to say, there's only one problem with starting a cook that early in the morning is it now feels like it's 2 o'clock. So, that's only 10ish. This is looking really good. I'm going to take this out now. I'm going to wrap it in some peach paper, and we'll put it back on, and we'll finish her off. Well, that was my first time trying to wrap something in peach paper, and I don't mind saying I had some difficulty doing it, so I need some lessons on that. So I did a couple of wraps and a couple of other wraps and another wrap to make sure it's all nice and tight together. But it's all done now. We've got it, got the probes in. They're going to come back when it starts reading around the 94 Celsius range, 202 Fahrenheit, and we'll start checking for probe tenderness. So we'll go away and we'll have a beer. No, I will have a beer. There's no mites. I'm having a beer. So we're 8 hours into this cook, and now we've hit the classic brisket problem. The flat end's done. The point end still needs a little bit longer. Now, obviously there's two options. You can unwrap all that, cut it in half, put the flat in the esky, keep on going with the point end, or just let it ride, put up with the side being a little bit over and getting that side right. I prefer to just let it ride, get that side right. That's where all the good stuff is. That's good too, but that's the money. So I'm just going to keep on going until this side is probe tender. Not so much that side. That side's pretty well done now, but I'm going to keep on going. It shouldn't hurt it too much. Nothing a beer won't fix, but that's where we're at now. So we'll keep on going. Oh, sorry, pop the camera. And I'll be back later on. So that's 9 hours and we are done. Now, as you can see, there's a little bit of a different setup here. I took the brisket out and put it in the alfoil tray because I started to lose some liquid out of the bottom corner there. I didn't want to lose that liquid gold. And I made a little alfoil nappy for it to try and speed up that point end. And I slid it towards the firebox a little bit more just to hurry that up. So we're good there now. That's probing tender. That is obviously probing tender. It was probing tender before. And I'm going to take that out. I'm going to wrap that in my wife's favourite towel and put it in the esky and then hide for a couple of hours because she's going to go off. Now have a look at that. My wife made me that. Oh, crispy skin. Little crispy skin chip. Oh, chicken thigh skin chip. Oh. Okay, that's been resting now for around 1 hour and 45 minutes. Let's just have a slice in here and have a look. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Point needed a little bit more, you can see up there. That's okay, I can cut that off and make that into burnt ends. And oh, look at that running. Wow. Oh goodness, that's amazing. All right, I'm gonna wrap that back up. We're not ready to eat yet. Look at that jiggle. Well, that worked out way better than I ever would have expected. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe. Stick around for a couple of bloopers at the end of the video. I'll catch you next time. G'day guys, welcome back. G'day guys. Can talk underwater. G'day guys, welcome back. Little update on the brisket. It is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty damn good. That looks a bit gross. Come check this out. I can edit this part out. Oh. That's perfect. How fucking good is that? Fucking look at that.
That is amazing.
That is fucking.
That's just fucking.
That's just fucking ridiculous.